Have you ever considered that one single breath could rewrite the story of your entire life? Not 1,000 affirmations, not a year of discipline, just 1 minute. I know how impossible that sounds. Yet, the truth I am about to reveal to you is the same truth that changed my own existence and the lives of countless others who dared to believe before they could see. For most of humanity, breathing is an unconscious act. Air comes in, air goes out, unnoticed, forgotten. But I tell you, within that simple rhythm hides the most divine instrument of creation, because the same breath that sustains your body can also awaken the sleeping power that shapes your reality. You see, the great secret of manifestation is not effort. It is not repetition. It is not even faith as most people define it. The secret is assumption, the art of feeling something as already true until the universe has no choice but to agree with you. When I first discovered this, I realized that we have all been manifesting since the day we were born, only unconsciously. Every fear, every worry, every silent what if is a seed planted in the soil of your subconscious. And because the subconscious never argues, it only accepts, those seeds grow into your lived experience. But here is the revelation. The same mechanism that gives life to your fears can also give life to your desires. The breath is the doorway. When used with awareness, each inhale can pull your wish from the invisible into the realm of feeling, and each exhale can clear the way, dissolving resistance, fear, and doubt until nothing remains but the reality you have chosen. In 60 seconds, you can impress your subconscious mind with a vision so vivid, so real, that it becomes inevitable. Not someday, not if the universe allows, but now, in this very breath. Imagine this. You close your eyes, inhale slowly, and see your desire rise before you like a morning sun. You feel it, not as something you want, but as something you already are. You breathe it in as truth. And as you exhale, every cell in your body whispers, "It is done." That is the essence of the law of assumption, the bridge between imagination and creation. And yet, so few ever walk across it. Why? Because they confuse thought with feeling. They think about what they want, but never feel it as real. The subconscious does not understand words. It does not respond to logic or to effort. It responds only to feeling, the sacred language of creation. So if you have ever wondered why your affirmations don't work, or why your vision board feels lifeless, this is why. You have been speaking to your subconscious in a language it cannot hear. But what if, for just 1 minute, you could learn its true language? What if, in 60 seconds, you could breathe in your desire until it becomes indistinguishable from your reality? Stay with me, because I will show you how to do exactly that, how to breathe in your desire and exhale everything that stands in its way. Before you can command the forces of reality, you must first understand the one who obeys them, the subconscious mind. Everything you see in your outer world is a mirror of what lives within that silent realm. Every event, every coincidence, every face you meet, they are all reflections of the assumptions buried deep inside you. And those assumptions were not chosen by logic, but by feeling. You have two minds, one that reasons, argues, plans, and one that simply believes. The conscious mind is the gatekeeper, standing alert, full of noise. The subconscious is the fertile soil beneath it, silent, obedient, infinitely creative. Whatever feeling passes through the gate and takes root there must express itself in your world. It cannot do otherwise. That is why fear manifests so easily. Think back to a time when you were afraid of something that hadn't even happened yet. An exam, a diagnosis, a loss. Your body trembled, your breath shortened, your heart raced. You felt the fear as though it were real, didn't you? And soon enough your outer world began to shape itself around that vibration. That is the secret no one tells you. Feeling precedes fact. It is not what you say that creates. It is what you feel is true. When you repeat affirmations without emotion, it's like knocking on a door that never opens. You can chant for hours, I am abundant, I am loved, but if deep within you the feeling says otherwise, your subconscious will not hear you. You are speaking in a foreign tongue. But if, even for 1 minute, you can feel the truth of abundance so vividly that your whole body hums with it, then the message is delivered. Because the subconscious does not distinguish between imagination and experience. To it, what is felt is what is real. This is why my teachings always return to one simple command. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not hope for it, not strive for it. Assume it. When you breathe, when you visualize, when you close your eyes and inhabit the end, your subconscious receives the instruction. And from that moment onward, it begins rearranging the circumstances of your life to match the inner conviction you have impressed upon it. That is the creative process of the universe itself. Imagination, clothed in emotion, becomes fact. But here lies the great challenge. How do you enter that feeling deliberately? How do you plant your desire so deeply into the subconscious that it becomes impossible for it not to grow? That is where the breath becomes your bridge. For centuries, mystics have used breath not only to calm the mind, but to awaken the spirit. Breath is rhythm, and rhythm is creation. Every inhale is life entering form. Every exhale is release, surrender, rebirth. I discovered that if you synchronize the rhythm of your breath with the rhythm of your desire, if you breathe as though the wish were already fulfilled, something remarkable happens. The conscious mind grows quiet, and the gate of the subconscious opens. In that stillness, one single thought can be sealed within you forever. The seed of manifestation does not need time. It needs certainty. And certainty is born through feeling. So the question becomes not whether your desire will come, but whether you have allowed yourself to feel it as already done. Now, I will show you how. Close your eyes. For just a moment, forget the world that surrounds you. Forget who you think you are. Forget the ticking of time, because the moment you turn inward, you step into eternity, the only place where creation truly begins. Breathe in slowly, deeply, as though drawing life itself into your chest. Hold it there, and now exhale gently, allowing every thought to dissolve, every muscle to soften, every worry to melt away. This is not ordinary breathing. This is the rhythm of assumption, the same rhythm that moves the tides, that stirs the stars, that animates your very being. With each inhale, you are pulling your desire from the unseen. With each exhale, you are releasing everything that resists it. Now, I want you to bring to mind one specific desire, not a vague hope, not a fantasy, but something you long to live, something so clear that you could describe it in a single sentence. See it, feel it, allow it to rise before your inner eye like a living picture. As you breathe in, imagine drawing that vision into your body, as though the air itself carries the vibration of your fulfilled wish. Feel it settle in your chest, warm, expanding, alive. As you exhale, let go of every limitation, every but, every how. Let it fall away like smoke vanishing into the air. You are inhaling creation. You are exhaling resistance. Continue this rhythm, in, out, in, out. Let it become effortless, steady, divine. This is the moment when imagination and reality begin to blur. Your breath is not merely air. It is consciousness moving through form. And as consciousness moves, It molds the unseen substance of existence into the pattern of your assumption. You are no longer visualizing. You are being. You are breathing as the one who already possesses the desire. You are feeling as that person feels. And your subconscious, obedient, impartial, powerful beyond measure, is listening. Because here in this rhythm, words disappear. Only sensation remains. Only the pulse of certainty remains. If your desire is abundance, feel the ease of it, the relief, the quiet confidence of knowing you are provided for. If your desire is love, feel the warmth of connection, the safety of being seen. If your desire is health, breathe in strength, light, and vitality until your body hums with it. Every inhale, an acceptance. Every exhale, a release. Each breath, an act of faith made flesh. This is what I call the rhythmic breathing impregnation, the sacred union of thought and feeling that imprints directly upon the subconscious. When done with sincerity, even once, it leaves a mark that reality cannot ignore. Feel the air move through you, slow, alive, intelligent. It knows what to do. You do not force the seed to grow. You simply breathe it into the soil of your being. And as you do, something quiet but magnificent begins to happen. Your body relaxes, but your spirit awakens. You can feel the shift, subtle, electric, undeniable. This is the exact moment the seed takes root. Now, you may wonder, how do I know when it has happened? How can I recognize the moment when my subconscious finally says yes? There is a moment, a single silent instant when the invisible becomes real. It is not announced by thunder or light. It does not come with proof or sign. But if you are attentive, you will feel it. It feels like peace, a release, a certainty that needs no evidence. That is the moment your subconscious accepts the image you have given it. The seed has been planted. You may call it the click, the spark, the still point. It is when the rhythm of your breath and the rhythm of creation align perfectly, when you and your desire become one vibration. It happens often without you realizing it. You breathe in, see your wish so vividly that for a heartbeat it feels done, and then you exhale. In that exhale, the subconscious seals the impression. This is the exact instant when faith replaces effort, when doing ends and being begins. Now listen carefully. This is where most people falter. They rush to check if it's working. They question, is it done yet? But that question itself uproots the seed. Imagine a farmer who plants a seed and digs it up every morning to see if it has sprouted. He kills the growth before it begins. The same is true of your desire. Once the seed is planted, you must walk away knowing it is growing. The subconscious does not work through time as your conscious mind does. It does not understand urgency or impatience. It understands only the pattern of conviction you have impressed upon it. If that conviction is one of doubt, it grows doubt. If it is one of completion, it grows completion. So when you feel that quiet certainty, that moment when your breath becomes still and your heart whispers, yes, it is done, hold it sacred. That is the seal. Now, your task is not to repeat, not to beg, not to chase. Your task is to live as if it were already true. Walk as the person who has already received. Speak as the person who already is. Expect life to rearrange itself in your favor, because it must. You may not see the change instantly, but make no mistake. Once impressed upon the subconscious, your desire begins to gather form. People, events, coincidences, all move in silent coordination to fulfill the command. From that point onward, everything that happens to you serves one purpose, the unfolding of what you have assumed. That is the law. It does not fail. It cannot fail. So when doubt comes knocking, and it will, do not wrestle with it. Simply return to the breath. Inhale the feeling of completion. Exhale the need to know when or how. Your only work is faith, not blind faith, but felt faith. The faith that knows because it has already experienced it within. In that inner conviction lies your freedom from time, from struggle, from fear. Every manifestation you will ever desire already exists within the infinite field of consciousness. Your breath, your feeling, is the bridge that brings it into this world. And now that the seed is planted, you must do what every wise creator does, release it and trust. Because in the final act, I will show you what to do next, how to nurture that seed without disturbing it, and how to let the miracles unfold before your eyes. Now, you have breathed life into your desire. You have seen it, felt it, believed it, and more importantly, you have become it. This is the moment of release, the moment when the Creator steps back and allows creation to unfold. Every seed you have planted in the soil of your subconscious is alive now, alive with the very breath you gave it. You may not see it yet, but it is working, expanding, gathering all that it needs to blossom in perfect time. You do not command a seed to grow. You do not pull at its roots, demanding proof. You simply water it with trust. You let the sun of your faith shine upon it. So it is with your desire. From this point forward, your only task is to live as though it were already done. Walk through your days as one who knows, not hopes, not pleads, but knows that what you felt in your breath is now shaping your reality. If a thought of doubt arises, smile, breathe once more, inhale the certainty, exhale the question, because doubt is nothing but the shadow of a forgotten faith. Every moment you choose to return to the feeling, you reinforce the truth. It is already yours. You see, the universe does not respond to words. It responds to identity. And through this simple, sacred breath, you have shifted your identity from the one who desires to the one who possesses. That is the true alchemy of manifestation. When you act from the end, when you think, speak, and breathe as the fulfilled version of yourself, the outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match the new pattern you hold within. So live this week as the version of you who already has it. Speak kindly to yourself. Expect the signs. Notice the subtle alignments, the sudden opportunity, the unexpected message, the coincidence too perfect to ignore. These are not random. They are the early blossoms of the seed you have planted. And as they appear, let gratitude be your new breath. For gratitude is the magnet that multiplies every miracle. The truth is, the miracle was never outside of you. It was in your breath, in your awareness, in your willingness to believe before you could see. You are the operant power. The universe does not create for you. It creates through you. And the moment you claimed your desire as already real within, the outer world began to conspire to make it visible. So breathe deeply now, one last time. Inhale the feeling of completion. Exhale with peace. Say within yourself, it is done. For the next 7 days, return to this practice for just 1 minute each day. No striving, no repetition, just 1 minute of felt certainty. Inhale your wish fulfilled. Exhale everything that contradicts it, and watch the miracles unfold. Before you leave, make a declaration of faith, not to me, but to yourself. Type the word planted in the comments below. Do it not as routine, but as an act of power, as a signal to your subconscious and to the universe that the seed is in the ground and will not be uprooted. Then, if you wish, write the one desire you have planted tonight. Speak it into existence. Let the act of writing it be the echo of your assumption. Remember this, you are not learning to manifest. You are remembering that you always have. So breathe, and let the miracle begin.